Good morning, Mike Birchfield, Remax First Olympic, Lynchburg, Virginia, your local real estate expert. And today I want to talk to you about pricing your home to sell. Okay, and so homes sell for two main reasons. One of its is price, and the other is position. But today I want to solely focus on price. So I'll talk about positioning your home at another time. All right, so a lot of people are wondering, well, how do you get the price, to sell this home? All right, well, I like to I use the market, both the current and the sold market. So I'll find homes that are comparable to yours in close proximity that are currently on the market, and look at those. And then I'll find homes that are close proximity to yours that have sold in the last 6 months and come up with an idea and look at those. Pay a lot more attention to the ones that have sold because it actually shows what buyers are willing to pay. The ones on the market currently, sometimes they're good, and sometimes they're really high. I mean, you can throw anything out there, doesn't mean it's going to stick and someone's going to buy it. So we want to pay attention to how the market conditions are, and they're changing all the time. But we want to pay attention to what's sold recently, because that gives us a good pulse on the market. All right. Um, but there's a lot of different values to your home. I mean, you have a value that you think your home is worth. The buyer has a value what they think it's worth. Your insurance guy says it costs your house is worth this much. If something happens to it, it's going to cost this much to replace it. Tax assessor says one thing. So you have all these different values. So it's important to really know the market value. That's what the house actually is. What a buyer is willing to give for that home. So that's why we really concentrate on that. And so you can sit out there and you can look at different things like Zillow, and sometimes folks will say, "Well, Zillow said my house is worth $270,000, and you're telling me it's only worth 230." Well, yeah, well, Zillow didn't have boots on the ground, and they didn't come by and look at anything in your house. They didn't look at your neighborhood. They just plugged some numbers in and came up with a price. Sometimes Zillow's high, sometimes they're low. Um, but they're typically not right. Even the CEO of Zillow had come out and said that his house was improperly priced. I mean, so it's a tool to look at, but it's not. Don't give it a whole lot of weight when it comes down to that. And one other thing I want to talk to you about is wolves in sheep's clothing. So sometimes you might get an agent out there. He or she comes out to your house and they do a listing conversation. I say conversation instead of presentation because a presentation is a sale. A conversation is a two-way thing where, when I come out and talk to you, it's going to be a conversation because I'm going to talk about why you want to sell your house, where you're going, what's important to you, and what price are you looking at. So I want you to input with you. But if they come out and they do a listing presentation and talk to you, and you give them a price, and you've had another agent out before, and they give you a price, and you said, "Well, I can't do that. I want more money." So the next guy comes along and he says, you're telling him, "Well, I'm looking at $230,000 for my home," and the agent knows good and well your house is a $190,000 house, but he or she says, "Not a problem. We can do that. We'll sell your house. I can get you $230,000, no problem." So you're thinking, well, 230 is better than 190. I'm gonna list. I'm gonna have this guy sell my home for me. They throw the sign in the yard, do the deal, and a couple of weeks go by, nothing's happening. No one's coming to see it, nothing. So the agent hits you up and says, "Well, some things have changed, and I think that we need to drop the price a little bit." So you say, "Okay, let's drop the price." So you drop the price, a couple $10,000, maybe $5,000, whatever. Still nothing. A couple weeks go by. "Hey, we need to drop the price a little bit." All right. Still nothing. So now you've been listed a month. You've lost that initial momentum of being a new listing, and you've dropped your house price $10,000, $15,000, chasing the market. And that's something we really don't want to do. We don't want to chase the market. We want to be priced appropriately in the market. Now that, yeah, you might want to be a couple $1,000s over the market value just in case somebody wants to talk you down a little bit, but you don't want to be a lot over because people may not even be willing to put an offer in because they're so far out. So that's something to really think about. You're actually going to make more money if you price the home correctly than listing very high and then come and trying to chase the market and come down. Okay, so think about those things when you're going to list your home. Um, so the last thing, when it comes to that is You might say, well, he told me he could do this. Give it a chance, but like I say, be leery of it. It's not necessarily going to work out for you. Even if somebody does come out and they say, hey, I'm willing to pay X amount of dollars, when the appraiser comes out, he's going to pull comparables also, and he's going to look at what's sold. And so then you might run into another issue trying to get your home appraised that high when the house two doors down sold for $40,000 less, and it's the same house you've got. All right, so that's another thing to be thinking about. Okay, so you might ask yourself, why should I list with you? Well, I'll tell you why you should list with me if you want to do business, because I cause homes to sell. All right, but I hope you have a great day. If you want to hear more, visit my website, lynchburgvaproperties.com, and have a great day.